It wasn't too long ago where the New York Mets were on a Cinderella-like run to the NLCS, while Juan Soto was the toast of the town for carrying the Yankees back to the World Series. It was an even shorter amount of time ago that the New York Mets and Juan Soto agreed to a record-setting deal that would keep the generational talent in Queens for 15 years. Fast forward and 2 months into the new season, the marriage between the Mets and Soto are at a crossroads, while the bitter media and fan base of the Yankees are doing their best to bury the face of the Mets. What is going on in New York? More importantly, what is going on with Juan Soto? Let's break it down on a new episode of Mets Post. Let's get it. First and foremost, if you're new here, be sure to subscribe to the channel for your weekly updates on everything Mets. Welcome to a new episode of Mets Post. I am your host, Bryan Cameron, and I am baffled as to what is going on with one of the top teams in baseball. Despite the fact that their three best hitters are currently in a slump, the New York Mets are very much in the thick of things, but as you are witnessing, things can get ugly very quick. Speaking of ugly, much is being questioned about Juan Soto as the Mets star seems to be at war with himself. After the excitement and laughs of spring training, Soto has found himself in a very odd position. Despite the fact that he has signed with the Mets, Soto is still dealing with question and pitches of what it would have been like if he signed back with the Yankees or if he went to Boston. Despite the fact that he has stated that he is very happy with the decision he made, the media and fans alike continue to go against everything that Soto says. And could you blame them? He hasn't made a case against them at this point. He's struggling at the plate as he's only collected 3 hits in his last 18 at-bats and has struck out 10 times, with 3 of them coming against the Boston Red Sox. It's gotten so bad that it looks like he's lost trust in who he is at the plate. Soto has struck out looking several times against the Red Sox, which doesn't help his case. Add in the fact that he was caught staring at a ball that couldn't go over the green monster, which led to only a single as opposed to an extra base hit. Things are looking pretty rough and nothing is flowing his way right now. Despite his efforts, add in the weight of a $765 million contract and the pressure of playing in the New York market, and you have a recipe for disaster. Then you have media of the crosstown rivals of the Mets who are having a tough time of letting go. It's gone as far as the voice of the Yankees, Michael Kay, stating, "People in the know say that Juan Soto wanted to be a Yankee. He chose the Yankees, but his family wanted him to be a Met, so he chose the Mets." Yeah. Really? Is this where we're going? Listen, I'll never go out and say that Kay wasn't told this, but what I will say is that as a veteran in the media, he should know better than to say something that may not hold much ground. We all know the money was close. We also know he loved playing with the Yankees last year, but this is a 26-year-old ball player that could have said yes to anyone and gotten the money he wanted. While his family may have had their say in this fiasco, I believe Soto bought into what the Mets were selling and didn't care what anyone else thought about it. That's just a fact of the matter. As for his play on the field with the Mets, it truly seems like a case where Soto is adjusting to life in the spotlight. When he was traded to the Padres, it was Tatis and Machado's team. With the Yankees, it was Judge's team. And now with the Mets, Soto is the main attraction. He's the big money player that is expected to mesh with Alonso and Lindor's play. I think people tend to forget that even Lindor struggled in his first year with the Mets. Lindor finished with a 230 batting average, 20 home runs, and only 63 RBIs. It wasn't what Mets fans were expecting out of their big money guy then, and while this isn't what Mets fans want to see out of Soto, the reality is it's a part of the process. Soto will turn things around soon, and it will come around the right time. The plus side to all of this is the fact that the Mets are still competing and are fighting for the top spot in the NL East. They are only 2 games behind currently, and the Phillies just got first place this week. Things will work out, but it's going to take a lot of patience from an impatient fan base. I get it. I want to win just as much as you guys, especially with Soto and Lindor. We want to win, and that's perfectly fine. We will, but it's going to take time. Until then, I'll be back next week to break down the latest in Mets news. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment on this video. I'll see you all next time on another episode of Mets Post. Let's go, Mets.